What if, out of nowhere, your house began to move? If every drawer, every bed, every pot was filled with living creatures? In ancient Egypt, this wasn't imagination. The second plague arrived hopping, and no one could escape. There are stories so ancient, they draw a line between the human and the divine. Stories of power, judgment, and an empire daring to challenge God himself. And this is one of them. After the Nile turned to blood, Egypt still did not understand. Now the second plague was coming, and it would arrive jumping. Second plague, frogs. After the Nile became undrinkable, Egypt could have understood the warning, but Pharaoh's heart remained hardened. He refused to obey the call of God. Let my people go. So the second plague came. The earth trembled with the sound of thousands, no, millions of frogs. They rose from the river and invaded everything. Frogs in the houses, frogs in the beds, frogs in the kitchens, frogs in the temples and palaces. Everywhere one stepped, Egypt was alive and restless. The people screamed in despair. The stench, the noise, the chaos. Nothing could be ignored. Terrified, Pharaoh called Moses and begged, "Ask your God to remove these creatures, and I will let the people go." Moses prayed, and the frogs died and were gathered in massive piles. The land reeked of death and decay. But when it was over, Pharaoh changed his mind. His heart hardened once again. And so Egypt marched toward a war it could never win. The second plague had come and gone, but 8 more still waited. This was only the second plague, and with each step, divine power became impossible to ignore. Want to see the third plague? Comment next, and I'll bring the continuation.